Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Alexis Faye Yoga. I'm so very glad that you've decided to join me today. Today we are doing a feel good flow. So roll out your mat, hit that like and subscribe buttons down below, and we'll move into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. We will begin with some happy elephants today to get us moving around. Taking our feet towards the outer edges of our mat, our arms will stretch to a T, and we're going to twist open in one direction and through center to the other. Now we can move as quickly or as slowly as we'd like as we warm up the shoulders, the spine, the hips, and the knees. We'll let the arms run out of momentum, coming to rest by our side. We'll walk the feet into our mountain pose. With a big breath in, lift tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge from the waist, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, reaching forward with the top of the head. Exhale to fold. And we'll pause here and find a way to move and to wiggle out. Maybe pedaling the legs or finding a sway to the upper body. Inhale to halfway lift again. Exhale to fold. We'll wiggle out the arms and drop them straight down from the shoulders. We'll nod the head yes, and shake the head no. Dropping the very top of the head down towards the floor, chin will come towards the chest. And we'll start at the base of our spine, down by the hips, rolling one vertebrae up past the next, as we very slowly roll up to standing through our ragdoll pose. At the top, we'll lift the head and shoulders and roll the shoulders back a few times. And then roll them forward a few times. Bringing the shoulders back to a neutral, pull them back slightly and drop chin to chest. Now rolling the left ear towards the left shoulder. Through center, chin to chest, right ear towards our right shoulder. And we'll roll back and forth through these half circles, bringing the chin to the chest each time that we're back through center. Now we'll complete our circle, taking the eyes up towards the ceiling and bringing the chin back around. Large looping circles, being careful to keep the back of the neck long so we're not dropping the head back. Reaching up with the spine. We'll switch directions and circle the neck out the other way. Chin to chest again. And then we'll slowly bring the eyes back up, stacking the head over the shoulders, over the hips. We'll bring our hands together in a prayer and then interlock our fingers. We'll make some loop-de-loops or some figure eights with the wrist. Now we'll take the hands up over the head and we're going to flip them over so our palms are pressing up to the ceiling as we reach tall. Now I'll gently pull down on one arm further than the other. Press both palms back up and drop the other hand down. And press back up, maybe finding a slight back bend, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling and taking the eyes up as well. We'll bring the chest and the eyes forward again and let the arms sway side to side as we make our way to the top of our mat. With a nice big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hips will go back as we reach forward with the top of the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands down. We'll step, hop, or float the feet back to our plank, spreading the fingertips out nice and wide so we can really press down through the earth. We'll shift forward onto our tippy toes. Elbows will come in. Exhale, chaturanga to an up dog or a cobra. And then we'll send the hips up and back for our down dog. Wiggle it out here. We can pedal the legs or swivel the hips. And we'll extend our left leg up and back behind. Circle the ankle out one way and around the other. We'll drive the knee up to the nose as we shift forward and step that left foot down. Full breath in. Even larger breath back out as we drop our right knee down to the mat. Inhale, chest will lift. And we'll shift forward to our low lunge. Hips go forward as we reach tall with the arms and the chest. Exhale, we'll press down through the left foot. As we take the leg towards straight, we'll hinge from the chest, softening the chest forward. And we can sweep the arms up and back behind us, or we can drop them towards the floor to help with the balance. Good. We'll find our breath work again. Inhale, shifting forward, reaching up with the arms, low lunge. Exhale, extend the left leg, hinge forward for our half split. Sweep the arms up and back behind. And we'll move back and forth with the breath. With our next in-breath, as we shift forward to our low lunge, we'll bring our right hand down beside our left foot and open our chest to the left side of our mat for a gentle twist. Exhale to our lizard pose, bringing left hand to the inside of our foot. Now we can let the foot roll to the outer edge to our pinky toes, or we can walk that foot out further or further up as we press the hips forward and shine the chest out in front. So we're keeping the spine long here. We do also have an option to tuck our right toes under and move to a lifted lizard. Now we'll press the hips back behind to give us a little extra space to heel toe that left foot back towards the center of our mat and a little further forward. We'll pick up our right foot and we're going to turn our whole body towards the right side of our mat. So our toes are now facing behind us towards the left side of our mat. Our left foot can be pointed straight off the top of our mat or onto our right side of the mat, depending on what's more comfortable in your knee and your hip today. We'll drop the hands straight down underneath of the chest, and we're going to find a forward and back shift with the body, reaching out past the fingertips, and then sending the tailbone back behind. Coming back to a neutral and walking the hands directly underneath of the chest, we'll plant our right hand down. And with an inhale, reach the left arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand comes down to replace the right. Inhale the right arm up and bring the right hand down. We'll start crawling or walking around towards the top of our mat, pivoting both legs till we come back to that low lunge. We'll tuck the right toes under, extend the right leg to straight, pick up the left, press it up and back behind three-legged dog to our down dog, and wiggle out some more. Good, right side, we'll pick up the right leg, reach it back behind, circle the ankle out one way, and around the other. Knee to nose as we shift forward, and step the right foot down. Full breath in. Even larger breath back out as we drop that left knee down. Inhale, circle the chest up. And we'll press the hips forward for our low lunge. Now press through the right foot, extend the right leg towards straight. Exhale, hinging forward for our half splits. Soften the chest towards the right leg. And we'll move with our breath again. Inhale to our low lunge, lift the chest and the arms up. Exhale, hinging forward, softening the chest towards the leg, sweeping the arms up and back behind. With our next in-breath, we'll move to that low lunge again and plant our left hand down beside that right foot. Reach the right arm towards the ceiling, gentle twist. Exhale, lizard pose, rolling to the outer edge of our foot or walking the foot out further. Hips will go forward and we'll shine our chest out in front. We'll press the hips back to give us some more space, heel toeing our right foot into the center of our mat and a little bit further. Now we'll walk the hands around to our left side as we pivot that left foot around behind the body. Again, we have the option to point the toes off the top of our mat or in the same direction as our chest. We'll bring the hands underneath of the chest. And again, we'll find that forward and back shift. Good. Coming back to a neutral, bringing the hands underneath of the chest. We'll plant our left hand down. Inhale, right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the right hand down, replacing the left. Inhale, left towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the left down. And we'll start walking and pivoting back towards the top of our mat. Framing out our right foot, tuck the left toes under, lift the leg, and we'll unthread our right, pressing it up and back behind three-legged dog, to our down dog, and wiggle out some more. Dropping the knees down to the mat, we'll shift forward to our tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll find some figure eights here. So imagine drawing the number 8 on your mat with your chest. We'll loop back towards the heels, move diagonally up to the hands, keeping the hands planted. So we're stretching out the wrists, as well as moving the spine in a different manner. And we'll switch directions, drawing our number 8 around in the other way. Still finding those big looping motions. And back to our tabletop again. With an in breath, we'll press our chest forward as we take the eyes and the tailbone up. Exhale, curling into center, arching up through the mid-back, chin to chest and tailbone under. We'll move back and forth with the breath or with whatever pace feels right to you and your body today. Back through our tabletop, and we'll walk our hands into the knees so we can sit on the heels. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears, we'll work them back and down, forward and up, large circles with the shoulders. And then we'll lift onto the knees. So we're tall and straight through the upper body, from the knees all the way to the top of the head. Tuck the toes under. And we're going to shift back, but we're going to keep it contained, keep it controlled by engaging the core. Stiff as a board as we lean back. And then shift forward. We'll do 2 more of these. Engage the core, shift back, and pull back up. 1 more. Back. And pull back up. Good. Lift the shoulders up. We'll work them back and down, pausing here. Pulling the shoulder blades into the spine. We're going to do what we did before. Shifting back. But this time we'll add an arch, lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. And we'll move to our camel pose, reaching back for the heels and pressing up through the chest. Now it's okay if you can only do one side at a time. You can keep the other hand at the hip or at heart center. If we're doing one side at a time, we can switch sides now. We'll slowly add a little bit of a hinge to the waist, lifting one hand and then the other. We'll send the hips back towards the heels as we walk the hands forward and move to a child's pose. It is up to you whether you'd like to keep the knees together or take the knees further apart for a wide-legged child's pose. We'll drop the forehead or the top of the head down to the mat. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love, go in light, go in peace, and go in joy.